Today, we remember Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Sikh Guru, a poet, warrior, and visionary leader who transformed the course of history. With boundless courage and spiritual wisdom, he inspired his followers to stand for justice, equality, and righteousness. Join us as we honor a guiding light whose teachings and sacrifice continue to inspire millions on the path of faith and freedom. Tonight, we journey across time to meet the Lion of Anandpur, the father of the Khalsa, and the soul of defiance, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, I am humbled by your presence here with us.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I am grateful to share this moment, bridging time between us.
Guruji, let us begin at the beginning. Tell us about your early years in Patna Sahib and how you came to Anandpur Sahib.
I was born as Gobind Rai on December 22, 1666, in Patna Sahib, Bihar. My father was Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, the 9th Guru, and my mother was Mata Gujri Ji. In those early years, I learned humility and courage from them. In 1670, we returned to Punjab, and by 1672, we settled in a village called Chak Nanaki at the foothills of the Himalayas, later known as Anandpur Sahib. There I studied languages, scripture, horseback riding, and swordsmanship. The forests and hills around Anandpur became my school and playground.
You were only 9 years old when you became the Guru, Guruji. Your father, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, had just sacrificed himself in Delhi. How did you come to lead at such a young age, and how did that day feel to you?
In 1675, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji went to Delhi to defend the persecuted Kashmiri Pandits. I was a young boy then and begged to go with him, but he told me to stay. When we heard that he had been arrested and executed for our faith, our congregation gathered in anguish. The Sikhs brought me forward holding my father's sword and said, "The Guru lives." I was only 9 years old, trembling with grief. But when I closed my eyes and felt the congregation's faith, I knew I had to step up. I became Guru Gobind Singh that day.
The congregation must have been overcome with sorrow and wonder. How did you find the strength to speak your first words as Guru?
I knelt before everyone and offered the morning prayer, Jap Sahib, as my father had taught me. Inside, I was frightened, but I felt Waheguru's peace. When I opened my eyes, the Sikhs were looking at me expectantly. They bowed before me, seeing the Guru's light in my form. In that moment, I found my courage and purpose.
Aside from leading, you composed many hymns and poems. Guruji, what inspired your spiritual writings and teachings?
Även as a child I fältet egna victimer. I expressat mi devotion in poetry. I vrottet Jap Sahib to glorifite on a creator ante benti chaupai as a prayer for kurage. I composet many verses praising digna qualities and justice. For example, in the Chandi Divar, I celebrated truth's victory over evil. My writings, gathered in the Dasam Granth, were meant to awaken bravery and faith. I wanted every Sikh's heart to burn with devotion and readiness to serve righteousness.
You are often called a Sant Sipahi, a saint soldier. How did you balance your spiritual life with your role as a warrior?
When oppression grew under Emperor Aurangzeb, I could no longer stand by in peace. I took up arms to defend the innocent. Yet even on the battlefield, my heart was in prayer. Before each battle, we prayed to Waheguru. In battle, I whispered his name. My sword fought for justice, and my soul remained devoted to God. My father told me a Sikh should keep God in his heart and a sword at his side. I lived by this. A true Sikh is fearless in spirit and compassionate in action. I always taught that protecting others and devotion to God go together.
Let us talk about Vaisakhi 1699, the day you founded the Khalsa. What happened during that ceremony?
On Vaisakhi of 1699, I stood at Anandpur Sahib with my Sikhs gathered. I called out, "Who will give his life for God?" The crowd fell silent. Then Bhai Daya Singh stepped forward. I drew my sword and raised it above him, chanting, "Waheguru, I will not fear any foe." Daya Singh stood firm. He had given himself completely to God. I again asked for 4 more volunteers. They too came forward. I took all 5 into a tent. Inside, I prepared amrit, sweet water stirred in an iron bowl while reciting sacred prayers. I baptized them with this amrit, and they became the Panj Pyar, the five beloved. Then those five baptized me with amrit, and I became part of the Khalsa with them. In that moment, we became one family. We gave all the Khalsa the surname Singh, meaning lion, to signify bravery. From that day, the Khalsa Panth was born, our sovereign warrior community. We shed caste distinctions, calling all men Singh and all women Kaur. We took vows to live righteously, protect the weak, and uphold freedom of faith. The 5Ks, our holy symbols, became our identity, to always remember our duty. The word Khalsa means pure. We pledge to keep our hearts pure, our actions true. We would rather die than compromise justice. This brotherhood united us in spirit and purpose.
The Khalsa became a force for justice. Guruji, you led the Sikhs through many battles. Can you share your thoughts on these struggles to protect Dharma?
We fought many battles not to expand territory, but to protect righteousness. God was our ally. In 1688, at the Battle of Bangani, a hill chief attacked Anandpur. Despite being outnumbered, we fought valiantly and won, because our cause was just. In 1691, at the Battle of Nadaun, we allied with Hindu Rajas to challenge Mughal forces who were harassing innocents. Our combined forces routed the enemy. Each victory reminded us that unity and faith prevail. The greatest trials were during the sieges of Anandpur Sahib, 1700-1704. Hill chiefs and Mughal generals surrounded us. For months, we held the fort with scarcely any supplies. We repelled one attack after another. Throughout, I told my Sikhs, fight bravely for truth, not for plunder. We never harmed anyone's temple or home. Finally, the emperor promised us safe passage if we abandoned Anandpur. He summoned us by treaty. We agreed, thinking it was a way to save lives. But it was a trap. As we left in columns, Mughal forces attacked us without warning. Many Sikhs died, and many were injured. My mother, Mata Gujri Ji, and my two youngest sons, Sahibzada Zorawar Singh, 8, and Fateh Singh, 7, were captured. They were killed for refusing to renounce our faith. In December 1704, I found myself in Chamkaur with only 40 Sikhs against an entire army. We had built a small mud fort. My two eldest sons, Ajit Singh and Jujhar Singh, fought by my side all night. When the last arrows flew, I told them it was time to enter battle one more time. They charged the enemy shouting, "Dharam for Karkarakhoge," and embraced martyrdom. That bravery cannot be measured. Even when my sons died as martyrs, their courage gave me strength. We saw that sacrificing the body for truth leads to freedom of the soul. Shortly after, I was wounded and had to escape in disguise. Our Sikhs persevered through every hardship. A year later at Muktsar, 1705, our warriors fought on. 40 Sikhs who had left us earlier returned, fought with full faith, and fell. They are called the Chali Mukte, 40 liberated, for they achieved liberation by their sacrifice.
Guruji, you have endured the greatest of sorrows, the loss of your 4 sons and your family. How did you find the strength to continue after such tragedies?
Each of my sons was a blessing. When my eldest two, Ajit Singh and Jujhar Singh, gave their lives at Chamkaur, I was heartbroken. But seeing them march to battle with smiles gave me courage. They taught me that dying for righteousness is never a loss. My youngest sons, Zorawar Singh and Fateh Singh, faced death with astonishing bravery. They were just children, yet they refused to betray their faith. Their mother, Mata Gujri Ji, died of sorrow soon after. The pain was unbearable, but I found refuge in prayer. I reminded myself that these children belonged to God. I prayed, "O Lord, you gave me these sons. I return them to you." Their sacrifice became a blessing for our people. It taught us all that we must stand firm, even in the face of death. I carry them in my heart every day. In my writings, I said, "They have gone to meet the Eternal Father." I know their spirits live on. Their legacy inspires every Sikh to remain fearless and faithful.
After Chamkaur, you wrote a famous letter called the Zafarnama to Emperor Aurangzeb. What did you say in that letter, Guruji?
The Zafarnama was written in 1705. In it, I told Aurangzeb that his victory was only of the body, not the soul. I reminded him of his broken promise. He had sworn on the Quran to let us go, then attacked us. I wrote, "Your so-called victory is false. I may have lost sons and city, but you have only won momentary conquest. Only God is the true conqueror." I told him that no ruler can claim victory over truth. I said, "I am the king of the kingless. No one can order me to surrender." My letter made it clear. Tyranny is temporary. Righteousness endures forever. After sending the Zafarnama, I traveled south. By 1707, I settled at Nanded in the Deccan. There I founded a school of prayer and taught the Sikhs of the south. I proclaimed the Guru Granth Sahib as our eternal Guru, the guide for all Sikhs. In October 1708, I gave up my own body, attained martyrdom, and merged with Waheguru, knowing that the Khalsa Panth was living on.
Guruji, your life is an example of bravery, faith, and compassion. What message would you give to future generations?
My message is simple. Remain humble and stand fearless. Keep God in your heart and serve others with love. Stand up against injustice wherever it appears, even if you must stand alone. True power lies in truth and compassion. The Khalsa is my legacy. Live with honor and righteousness. Remember, a moment of truth dispels darkness. Carry forward the spirit of the Khalsa, courage, equality, and unwavering faith.
Thank you, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, for sharing your life and wisdom. Your words will light many paths. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Let us always carry forward the spirit of the Khalsa, courage, equality, and unwavering faith. Sat Shri Akal. Guru Gobind Singh's life reminds us that true leadership blends compassion with courage and devotion with sacrifice. If his story uplifts your spirit, share this episode with friends and family. Let's keep his timeless legacy alive in our hearts and actions. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.